welcome to Shakedown Zone. I've got all the news, notes, and opinions on the world of racing just for you. This week, the NASCAR teams headed to the Irish Hills of Michigan for the Pure Michigan 400. This was a pretty clean race. There was only one caution caused by an accident, and unfortunately for Kyle Busch, who made his 300th Cup Series start, it was him. He hasn't had the best of weeks, but luckily for him, he spun on lap 27 out of 200 at the run on Sunday, so it didn't really completely ruin his day, but he did end up finishing in the 19th spot. On his 99th Cup start, Kyle Larson in the 42 Chip Ganassi Target Chevy would win his first career Cup Series race. This was a massively popular win among drivers, as Larson has been very close to a win over the last couple years. He dedicated this race to his friend Brian Clausen, who passed away in a midget car race a few weeks ago. Let's hear from the 24-year-old first-time Sprint Cup Series winner on how he was feeling on those last laps towards the checkered flag.
So I was pretty calm for a couple laps, then started shaking. Legs went a little numb there for a couple laps, and then then the last I think it was like 2 to go, I was starting to get choked up, and because we worked really hard to get a win and just haven't done it, and finally all the hard work by everybody, hundreds of people at our race shop, people who've got me to the Cup Series. It was all paying off, so it was pretty awesome, and I couldn't quite catch my breath there after I got in the car because I spent 2 minutes screaming because I was so pumped up. So it was pretty special, and I'll remember it for forever.
This was a great win for Larson and a good finish for rookie Chase Elliott as well, who finished second. Michigan didn't mess with the standings too bad, as we only have 2 races left until the chase. Chris Buescher keeps his hopes of getting into the chase alive by staying in the 30th spot. Trevor Bayne, however, fell out of the top 16, so without a win, he's right on the edge. Casey Kane happily jumped in there, though. Kyle Larson is now locked into the chase with his win this weekend. Chase Elliott in the 24 moved up a spot as well. The top 8 stayed pretty well the same, except for Carl Edwards and Kurt Busch, who swapped spots again. Now, after the race and post-race inspection, the 2-car of Brad Keselowski was found to have some issues NASCAR wasn't too happy with, so they failed post-race inspection, and crew chief Paul Wolfe was fined $15,000, and the team was docked 10 points. Now this weekend we head into Labor Day weekend, and it's the traditional Bojangles Southern 500 from Darlington, and it will take place at the famed Raceway. It's a bit of a different start time with a lot of folks having Monday off, so coverage for this race will start at 6 p.m. this coming Sunday on NBC. Now, one of the most interesting parts of this race is a tradition some of the teams started a few years back. The teams pay homage to race teams of the past, be it from NASCAR or even IndyCar series. You see there, everybody's got a little bit of a different paint scheme. Tony Stewart sitting there paying homage to Bobby Allison, so a great weekend. Always love that Hooters car. And always an exciting race, and then we have one more to go until the chase. That's going to do it for Shakedown Zone this week. We'll see you next week with all the news and notes from the world of racing. Take care.
Love a Shakedown Zone.
I know. Thank you, Matt. And we're going to keep it in the zone and talk more about cars, though. These cars are a little bit different. We were talking about Uber and self-driving cars and other promotions. So the Miami Dolphins are doing a really cool thing. What they're going to do is they've partnered up with Uber, and they're going to bring fans a better tailgate experience with their Uber tailgate packages.
Ooh.
It's supposed to include a round trip from your house to the stadium and a private tent with a table, a grill, a cooler with ice, a phone charging station. You can bring your own food and drinks. The option to purchase some there. So they close down the tents half an hour after kickoff. So
sounds so cool.
$250. Sounds awesome.
Hopefully everybody can get that soon. We've got more after the break, guys, so stay tuned. We're going to show you how a teacher became a better educator and unlocked your child's potential. Stay with us.